Welcome back to Power Train on Demand. My name is Sam, and today I'm gonna take you through a nice quick core blast. We are going to work on our posterior chain, which is everything that goes down the back of us, and our front part of our body. The core is not only your abs, we always think that. We're also gonna hit those glutes in some areas. We're gonna hit that back. We're gonna hit those obliques. So get ready, get your trackers ready, grab your equipment. You will need a mat, possibly some light dumbbells, 1s, 2s, or 3s, and then also a light band. Only if you're up to it. You do not need this unless you want them. So let's get started. Get those trackers set, get ready. We've got a warm up here, 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. I'm gonna stand with my feet nice and wide, my hands on my shoulders. I'm gonna start with a nice deep squat, 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and go. As I'm squatting down, I'm gonna extend my arms up. So I'm working to reach and sit up nice and tall, keeping that core nice and tight, driving the weight back and down so my knees stay right over top of those ankles. I'm not pushing my knees over my toes. Nice and slow, working out those glutes, working out any of that time that we spend sitting way too much. Here we go, we're gonna switch over in 3, 2, and 1. We've got butt kicks. So we're gonna bring that heart rate up just a little bit. In our warm up, we wanna get our blood flowing. We wanna feel nice and ready for putting the body through some exercises today. So in our exercises, we're gonna be doing some reps with some time under tension counting, and then also some isolation. Right from here, we're gonna make our way down to the ground in 3, 2, and 1. Lay side onto me so that you can see, bringing the heels close to my glutes. I'm gonna drive my hips up and down. So we're working that bridge, stretching out the back, feeling the glutes fire as we press them up to the ceiling. Nice work, here we go. Keep driving the hips up. Feel the glutes squeeze. You've got 4 seconds. We're gonna go back to those squats with the thumbs on the shoulder. 3, 2, and go. Nice deep squat. Really work to reach those arms up to the ceiling. So what we wanna think about during this workout today is all about our range of motion and really strengthening that core and opening up the chest so that we have good posture as we go through our day. 3, 2, and butt kicks. In the world of technology, we now tend to roll forward. So I'm gonna work with you to roll back, standing up proud, being nice and tall and not rolling forward. Confidence is key, right? Good, really drive those heels up. If you're not running today, maybe you're marching and you're kicking, firing those heels up to the glutes. 3, 2, 1, down to the ground for our hip bridges. Heels close to the glutes, up and up. Nice job, you guys. Round 2 is almost done. We're gonna go into round 3. This is a short, nice workout today, just really focusing on strength and posture. Keep pushing, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, standing up, back to those squats. Here we go. Thumbs are going to those shoulders. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Driving down, reaching up. So we have a little bit of coordination here too. I'm making your brains work. So as I reach up, try not to tip forward. I want you really to keep that chest lifted as our hips go down. Good work. In 3, 2, and 1. Butt kicks. Bringing those heels up. Is your heart rate coming up a little bit? Check that tracker. Text your friends, tell them to get on with you right now. We got about 10, 12 minutes of work. That's all we're doing today. All righty, working that core, working that back. Remember, low impact, but I want you to really fire, like you're kicking yourself in the booty. 4, 3, 2, on the ground to those hip bridges. This is the last time. Up, squeezing those glutes. You should feel nice and warm. Warm enough for what we're about ready to do. We're not going crazy today, like I took you through the other day in my maximum aerobic performance class. Check it out if you haven't done it. Here we go. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys. So just to give you a little introduction or idea of what's going to be happening for the next few minutes, we are going to start working posture. Alrighty, so our first exercise is always going to focus on our back. Then it's going to couple with a core exercise. So our first exercise is going to be reps with time under tension. Moving forward into the next one, working on the core, is going to be 30 seconds based, okay? So one will be reps, one will be 30 seconds. Our first set of exercises, we're going to go through this 3 times. We're going to set ourselves up in a bird dog, okay? I'm going to continue going, so we're going to do this one, then I'll explain the next one so we can move quickly through this. Going to go on all 4s. My hands are directly under those shoulders. My hips are directly over my knees. I'm not dropping in the back, right? I'm gonna keep that core nice and tight. So think of your pelvis as a bucket. Scoop the water in. Don't release it. Scoop it. From here, I'm going to lift my left arm and my right leg. So I'm gonna go up, 1, 2, down. 2, 2. We're gonna alternate through. 3, 2, and 4, 2, keep going. If this is challenging your stability, I need you to be honest with yourself. Is your core tight? And if it's not, just release a little bit. Find that stability and down. Yeah, we have to make progress, okay? Holding that. Here we go. 1 more, each side, and up and down. Excellent. Now we're gonna roll over onto our back. Or I'm so sorry, we're not. We're gonna stay in the plank. So right here, hands are still underneath those shoulders for 30 seconds. I'm gonna lift my leg and hold. Here in my plank, shoulders are over those wrists. My hips are in line with my shoulders. My spine is straight. Try not to crunch your head up. Meaning if you're looking at me, you wanna be side onto me so you can just turn that head. We've got 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, coming down. Excellent job. Exercise number 2. We are going to go into a plank rotation. So setting up just like the bird dog, back into that nice tight core, making sure the pelvis is scooping the water. I'm gonna put my hands behind my head. From here, I'm gonna rotate and down. Rotate and down. Excellent. Up, 2, down. Rep 4, up, 2, down. 5, 2, so we're opening that chest. 6, 2, check in on that pelvis. Tuck it down and down. 8, 2, down. 9, 2, you're gonna feel this in your supporting arm. 10, 2, and down. Excellent. We're gonna go onto our side plank. So I wanna work that same side. I'm gonna set up like I'm laying on the beach. Just like this, right? But we gotta do some work with it. So I'm gonna take my arm. I'm gonna stabilize myself on that forearm here. I have my shoulder over top of my elbow. From here, I'm gonna extend my legs. If I need a little bit more support, bottom leg stays bent. We've got 3, 2, 1, and lift. So you're gonna hold this pose right here. My knee is bent only if I need the extra stability. If you find yourself falling forward, that knee needs to be bent. If this feels a little too easy for you, you're gonna lift and straighten that bottom leg. Holding, holding. 5, 4, crunch it up. 3, 2, and 1. Now we must do the other side. So we're gonna go into that plank rotation again. Hands are underneath me, just like that bird dog. Remember, Don't spill the water. Tuck it under. Here we go. Right hand is up onto the back of my head. Arm is locked and supported. 1, 2, down. 2, 2, down. It's like a good game of peekaboo. And down. 4, 2, down. Here we go. Peekaboo, down. 6, 2, and down. Feel those shoulder blades working. And down. 8, 2, and down. Pressing through that supporting arm. Last one, and down. Awesome, setting up that side plank. Arm is bent, 90-degree angle, right? Putting it right under me. Shoulder is stacked over that elbow. Bottom leg is bent, only if you need it. Top leg is straight. 3, 2, and lift. Shoulders should be in line with those hips. Again, if you find yourself falling forward or back, your knee is down. If you're a little bit more stronger in that core, I want you to lift it up and hold it. You can raise that arm as well. So there's a few different positions we can be in. Holding that bottom oblique, squeeze it, pull it up. Don't let it sink. 4, 3, 2, and down. Nice job. Here we go into our third exercise, laying flat on the ground. So I'm gonna lay with my head down and my arms straight. Depending on your shoulder mobility, this may be a little challenging for you. We wanna work to get those arms up. So we're gonna do prone Superman extension. So I'm down, my head is down. I'm gonna keep that spine in line. Coming up, 1, 2, up, 2, 2. So we're really working that back. 4, 2. If the arms straight are a little tough, then I tell you to bend the arms. So it takes a little bit of the load off of that upper body. 7, 2, up, 8, 2, really squeezing the glutes. 9, 2, last one, 10, 2. Woo! So you're gonna feel that down here in the booty, and you're gonna feel that right here in that back. Lifting that chest again, nice and proud. We're gonna roll over onto our back. We've got 30 seconds of an isolation here. So I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna create a boat or a banana, whatever you wanna think it looks like is up to you. So we're gonna be on the ground. I'm gonna roll those shoulders up, so I'm crunching those ribs towards those hips. I'm gonna lift those legs and hold for 30 seconds, go. From here, if you're finding that you're not able to hold it, drop your legs. If you're still not able to hold it, relax down for a second, then come back up. Always thinking of my ribs touching my hips and my lower back connected to the ground, right? Stay there. You're almost there. If you need to slightly bend those knees, that's totally fine. 2, 3, 2, and 1. We have all of that 2 more times. Are you ready? Here we go. So we're gonna go back to that bird dog. And let me tell you, I love a dog, so I love this exercise. So we're gonna go here, hands directly under those shoulders. My hips are tipping forward because I'm scooping the water. I'm not releasing. Scoop it, here we go. Up, 1, 2, down. 2, 2, awesome. Keeping that core tight, squeezing the glutes as the leg is lifting, finding the stability in the body. 7, 2, up, 8, 2, squeeze, 9, 2, and 10, 2. Here we go, back into that plank. 30 seconds, 3, 2, and 1, holding it. So my hands did not move. They did not go anywhere. My shoulders are pressing down. My core is tight. Again, I'm scooping that water, not releasing it. If I need to take some tension off, I drop those knees, but my hips do not move. They stay in line with those shoulders. Keep working for it, keep fighting for it. Make sure the only way you're coming out is if your body tells you, not your mind. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Shoulders on fire. Now we're gonna stretch that out, back to that same position. I'm in that bird dog position, so Hands under those shoulders, scooping the bottle or the bucket of water. Hands up. 1, 2, down. 2, 2, down. 3, 2, hold that ISO. 4, 2, feel your body press into the ground as you rotate. 6, 2, remember that pelvis. 2, don't let it tip the water. 8, 2, scoop it in. 9, 2, last one, up. 10, 2. Good, you're gonna feel that all in that upper body, really opening that chest. Onto the ground, to that side plank, bent knee for assistance, straight legs for a little bit more challenge. 3, 2, and lift. Now, I want you to imagine I'm a bird and I just flew into your house and I'm looking at you from the top. What do you look like? Are you a straight line all the way down? Or is your booty falling back and your shoulders rolling? I want you to be loud and proud. Your logo of your shirt is, to me, your oblique down here is squeezing up nice and high and you're reaching for the sky. 3, 2, and 1. Other side, setting yourself up into that position. Here we go. Shoulders nice and locked in. Core is nice and tight. Scooping that water. Hand is up. 1, 2, down. 2, 2, down. Opening that chest. 2, down. And 4, 2, down. Up. 5, 2, holding that whole count. 6, 2, all 2 counts. Up. 7, 2, scoop that bucket. Don't let the booty push back. 9, 2, last one. Up. 10, 2, setting out that plank. Other side. So we're really working in here, okay? Arm down, nice 90-degree. Legs are out. Remember, I'm a birdie above you. Can I see you? Hips in. 3, 2, and lift. Good, keeping the logo of the shirt front. Don't let your shoulders fall in. Yeah, hips are straight. So if you have headlights on your hips, you're coming at me like a car, I can see them. Arm is driving into the ground. If you need a little bit more challenge, lift that bottom leg, reach that arm up, stare at me, stare wherever you need to stare to get through it. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to our Supermans. Here we go. Laying flat on the ground. Woo. Breathe it out. Arms are straight. Remember, we want to work to get that chest up, but I don't want you to crunch that spine. Everything should stay in a line. Here we go. 3, 2 count, hold at the top. 2, and 1. 1, 2, down. 2, 2, good. Hold that full pause. 2, if the arms are getting heavy, bring them back here. And 5, 2, good. Up. 6, 2, here we go. 7, 2, get as high as you can. 8, 2, last one. 9, 2. Oh my goodness, those backs are gonna be strong and beautiful and they're gonna hold us up for a very long time, correct? Here we go, onto our back, into our boat or our banana, whatever you wanna think of it as. But we're gonna start laying down on the ground. I'm gonna cross my arms for a little less load. If you need, take the arms back, that will challenge you. Here, I'm gonna crunch my ribs to my hips, blowing out. 3, 2, and go. Nice job. Remember, here are modifications if you're starting to lose your form. Never sacrifice form, okay? If you need to bend those knees in to keep the back connected, bend those knees in. If you need to drop the legs completely, right? If you need to take a small break, small break, but come right back into it. Don't cheat yourself. Come on, you've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. You think you can do it all one more time? I think you can. Here we go, because now you're an expert of the moves. Hands under, bird dog, booty tight. 3, 2, and 1. 2, down. Hold that hold. 2, 2, down. And 3, 2, down. Remember, this is gonna test your stability the minute you take your hands and your knees off the ground. So where is that for you right now? Maybe it's just lifting and holding it. Maybe you're at that full extension, all right? But wherever you are in your fitness journey, do not sacrifice your form. You will not get any better if you cheat stuff or if you slop through it. Give me 2 more. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. We want to build our strongest body for the longest amount of time that we have. Here we go into our plank in 3. Get those hands ready. 2, legs ready, and 1. Hold. 30 seconds here. I want you to think of pulling those wrists, so the palms of my hands back to the tips of my toes, which is gonna create this crunch right there in the center. My spine is straight. I'm not looking around trying to figure out what time it is. When is this over? When am I done? You've committed to yourself today. Give yourself this full 15 minutes of work just for you. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're going into that rotation. Set it up. Here we are. Hands under the shoulders. Hips tight. Scoop that water. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, down. Up, 2, 2. Think of trying to point that elbow all the way up to the ceiling. 4, 2. Drive through the ground with that supporting arm. Don't release the hips. 6, 2. Great job, you guys. 7, 2. Stick with it. I know it's an uncomfortable move. Here we go. Up. 9, 2. But it's working. 10, 2. Setting up that plank on our side. Here we are. We've got that arm underneath us. Hips in line. Birdies over top watching. Body straight. 3, 2, and up. Straight legs for more, a little bit more advanced movement. If you need that bottom leg for support, then you just drop that knee down here. But what I want you to think of a string pulling your bottom oblique up through the sky. Here we are, hold it. Almost there. You've got a few more seconds. Drive through that forearm. Don't give in. You've got 3, 2, and other side. Getting set up. Here we are. We're in that on all fours. Booties tipped in. Don't spill the bucket. Hand up. 1, 2, down. Drive through that supporting arm. Down. Up. 3, 2, down. Give me that good rotation. 2, down. Elbow up to the ceiling. Down. 6, 2, down. Good job. 7, 2, down. Keep the core tight. 8, 2, down. Up. 9, 2. Last 1. 10, 2. Woo! I don't know about you, but I am sweating. Here we go. On the ground, bottom oblique, right arm, put it on the ground. Legs are straight in 3, 2, and lift. Here you are, hanging out here for that 30-second ISO, working that oblique, driving that arm into the ground. Possible bent knee if we need assistance. If not, I want you to get all the way up there. Now you know the moves. Now I want you to own those moves, right? So keep that core tight, keep lifting. You've got 10 seconds left. Almost done in 4, 3, 2, and 1 on our bellies. Last set for this exercise. We're laying down into that Superman. Arms are out. 3, 2, holding for 2 at the top. We go 1, 2, down. 2, 2. Good job, you guys. 3, 2, squeezing the glutes. 4, 2, lifting the shoulders off the ground. 5, 2, coming all the way down to relax. 6, 2, to get that full extension at the top. 7, 2, up. 8, 2, good. 9, last 1. 10, 2, onto the backs. Here we go. So much flipping and flopping, I feel like a pancake. Here we go. We're on our back. Arms are crossed. 3, 2, and 1. You know the move. I want you to go for that full move to start it out with. If you feel your back lifting off the ground, bend those knees. Give me a little tuck. Reach those arms, whatever you need to keep that contraction and that isolation. Good job, you're almost there. Come on, work for it, close those eyes. My ribs are to my hips, my shoulders are off the ground, my knees are bent in, whatever I need to get through, and rest. Great job. All right, you guys, get a quick drink of water, dab yourself off, and if you have them, you may need a light band for this next work or some light dumbbells, okay? So we will be using them if you wanna go up a little bit. If this is new to you or your first time, maybe try it without the weights and without the bands, and we'll try it next time with the weights and the band. Here we go, you guys. So, same format as last time. We have 6 things that we're gonna do. 1 for the back, 1 for the core, next for the back, next for the core. So, follow along. We'll walk through it the same way we just did. Our first one, starting on our belly. So, we are going to swim. So the last time we were in this position, we did the Superman, which was up and down. This time, we're gonna isolate and we're gonna swim. Ready? Keep going. I want you to swim, swim, swim. So this is like those old school toys that you used to put in the bathtub. Scuba Steve, maybe it is. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're gonna flip over. So now we're gonna do V-ups. This one can be a little challenging. So if it is challenging for you, feel free to do the modification. We're gonna lay down here on the ground, okay? Now, the point of the workout is we wanna bend in half like a piece of paper and create a V, right? If this is a little too hard or out of your wheelhouse, what you're gonna be thinking of doing is reaching towards one foot with the opposite leg. So I am using a little momentum to get up. You ready? And go. We have 30 seconds here of V-ups here or one leg crossover. Yeah? So wherever you're at, if you need to, maybe we're just lifting the shoulders up and we're just reaching for that toe, right? You don't have to come all the way up onto the booty, but maybe you do and you're up. So there's a lot of different versions to be able to do this appropriate for you. Alrighty, next thing, we're gonna do what's called a W extension. So, as I touched on before when we first started, in the world of technology, we have a tendency to sit with our shoulders forward. So let's work on really keeping that scapula pulled back so that we have nice broad shoulders and we stand proud and not rolled forward. So what we're gonna do, you may use a band for this, putting it around your wrists, or you don't have to use a band, okay? We're going back down into that Superman position. Now, my head is staying on the ground. I'm gonna stay here, and as I pull the arms back, my arms are creating a W. Alrighty? With the band is a little bit more challenging. Without the band, we are just opening those front delts and getting some nice mobility there. Keep pulling them back. You've got 3, down, and 2, down, and 1. Yeah? So if you look at me from the front, this is what you should feel your body doing, correct? So when I'm laying there, I'm really opening up that front chest. All right, onto our booties. Do a little Russian twist. We're gonna get those obliques. Keeping your feet on the ground is gonna be a little bit of a modification. Bringing your feet up is gonna be a little bit more challenging. However, we're all leaning back. You've got 3, 2, and 1. I want you to twist. Now, when we twist and we rotate the torso, my shoulders are going from the back to the front. Both shoulders. I'm not stopping short here. I wanna see both sides of the room. So I want you to really focus on rotating that core. You've got 5 seconds here. Lift those legs if you can. 2 and 1. Woo! Getting that nice little happening. Little hourglass. Gentlemen, not for you though. Just the women. All righty, here we are. We are down to our last one for this set. We're gonna do a prone reverse fly. Again, if you have light dumbbells, that is great. If not, no need to worry. This is more about just the mobility and stretch in that shoulder. My head is down. The only thing that's moving is my scapula to motivate this movement. So from here, I'm gonna lift 1, 2, down, 2, 2, down, 3, 2, down. Good job, you guys. 4, 2, open that chest. 5, 2. So think of pinching a pencil between those shoulder blades and holding it. There we are. 7, 2, few more. 8, 2, and 9, 2. Last one, 10, 2. Again, remember, you don't need weights for that. You could just be lifting and opening that chest. Last exercise. We're gonna repeat all of this again 2 more times. We're gonna do flutter kicks on our back, okay? So if you need a little support, you can slide those L's right under your hips right here, lifting up. A little bit more challenging, shoulders will be off the ground, or you can keep them down. I like my shoulders off the ground. I feel like I get a better crunch. 3, 2, 1, and kick. Little flutters, little flutters. They don't have to be huge, just little. Now, while I'm here, I'm thinking of keeping that core nice and tight. I'm thinking of keeping my back attached to the ground. Don't let your back pull up and your head straighten back. Bring it up. Bring it up, crunch it forward. You're almost there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know what that means. We're going back to number 1 workout, back to our swimmers. So our swimmers are for our back, our flutters are for our core. So on your bellies, here we go. We've got 20 of them. So 1, yeah, that's it. Here we go. Ready? So 2 kicks and 2 arms is counted as 1 set. Here we go. So my belly, I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna isolate that Superman. I'm gonna kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Squeeze those glutes. Keep that chest up. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Here we are. We're going back to those V-ups. Remember your different modifications for the V-up, whether it's the full V-up or the reach, or we're just getting our shoulders off of the ground. It's your fitness, not mine. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Here's the V-up. I'll give you 3 of those. Now we're gonna go, if you need, into that one-legged reach. So it's a little bit more or less balance and stability. And remember, if you're just starting, first of all, good job. And second of all, just get those shoulders off of the ground, really reaching for those legs. But wherever you're at today, guess what? You're one day better than you were yesterday. Here we go, moving into the next one, into those W extensions. With a band or without, remember, I'm gonna be on my belly, pulling down and back. I want you to really think of taking your elbows and trying to touch them behind your back. Here we go in 3, 2, forehead on the ground, and go. 1, pull it back. 2, and 3. So my forehead comes off the ground a little bit, basically because I have a mic on and I'm probably really muffled right now. But if that happens, that's okay, because you're still working the back and keeping the chest forward. You got 2. Last one, 1. Russian twists over onto those good booties, making that V. So I'm gonna create that V by creating tension. Lifting the legs is a little bit more challenging. Keeping the legs down is a little bit of a modification. 3, 2, and go. Remember, rotate that torso. If you're moving a little slower, to get that full rotation and that squeeze, I am totally fine with that. I would rather you get the quality of the rep and the exercise rather than the quantity, yeah? Just speeding through is not always the best, okay? So we wanna work that strength. 3, 2, and 1. Onto our bellies for our reverse fly. Lifting those weights if you would like. I'm gonna go without the weights this time. So we're on our bellies. This time my forehead stays down. My arms are only moving. 3, 2, and go. Down. So I'm in this T position here. I'm focusing on the movement in my upper back. So right up here in those shoulder blades. I challenge you to keep your feet on the ground. Try not to squeeze your glutes and lift everything. This is all about those scapula, which are your shoulder blades. 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good job, you guys. That may have been a few more reps, but that's okay. I think you can always do one more. Here we are, into our flutter kicks. Get those L's ready. Slide them under your glutes. Find that back onto the floor. 3, 2, and go. Little kicks, little kicks, little kicks. You can flex those feet if you'd like. You can point them if you'd like. I'm a dancer, so I point my toes for everything. Everything I gotta point my toes for. All right, keep fluttering them. Think of those ribs sliding to those hips. If you need to reset, if you have to come down, reset and go. Totally fine. Take a rest when your body needs it, but come right back in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's do it all one more time. That's all we got. One more time, and then that's all she wrote. So we're on our bellies, getting ready for the swimmers. In 3, 2, 1, lift, go. 3, 4, 5. Come on, you're swimming like crazy. Summertime is over, but it will be back at some point. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to those V-ups on our back. Like I said, I know we're flipping and flopping a lot. I hope I'm giving you enough time to get into that work. Long and lean, 3, 2, and go. Into that V-up. Remember, we're folding at the waist, trying to get those legs and that upper body to come together at the same time. If you need, maybe you're here, just tapping one hand to one foot. And remember, if we're starting our journey, maybe we're just crossing and bringing that one shoulder up. But the main purpose is to keep that back connected if you're here. 3, 2, and 1. Here we are. Let's go into that W extension. I'm gonna use the band this time, see what it feels like. Here we are on the bellies in 3, 2, and go. Elbows are touching behind you. And by touching, I mean they're trying to. But I want you to focus on really doing that. Because if we visualize it, it can happen, right? Halfway. 6, create that W. 7, and 8, 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Wow. Yeah, these bands are great. All right, here we are, Russian twists. Getting those obliques, sitting back in that V. 30 seconds of work. 3, lean back, 2, and 1. Give me that full rotation. Breathing the whole time. I hope you didn't hold your breath, because if you held your breath, I don't know if you're still with me, right? Rotate those shoulders, lift those feet if you need a little bit more. If you'd like, you could add weight to it. All types of different ways. Almost there. You've got 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Last one, and we're done. We're gonna do a little cool down after this. You are back on your bellies. My arms are out by the side. Nothing is moving except those shoulder blades, which are lifting those arms in 3, 2, and 1. 2, and 2, 2. Good. 3, 2, 4, 2. Remember, this is for our posture. 2. I don't need you to be breathless right now. I need you to focus on those muscles that we don't always focus on. We go into the gym and we want to do heart rate, we want to do cardio, we want to do all this stuff. But remember, we have these muscles, last one, that we want to keep moving and stretching throughout our lifetime. so that as we get older, we can do things and we can still be active, correct? Last thing, here we go, flutter kicks into that final core movement. We're gonna lay down. I'm gonna lift those shoulders. 3, 2, and go. I'm fluttering those legs. I'm keeping that core tight. I am not letting my back move off of the ground. My back is staying connected to the ground. If I need to, if I start to feel fatigue or my core lifting, I'm gonna take a rest. I'm gonna tap out for a second, and then I'm gonna come right back in. And I'm gonna finish strong, because you only have 10 seconds left. What do you have left for me? Here we are, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees into your chest. Great job today, you guys. We are doing a little bit of a cool down. I want you to be here. I want you to rock back and forth. So we're gonna roll that spine out, rocking back and forth. We're gonna roll over onto our side and then onto our bellies, bringing our hands in by our shoulders. We're gonna press up into that cobra. So we wanna stretch out that core. I want you to keep those shoulders down. Try not to let the shoulders creep up. I still wanna be active in all of the work I'm doing. So we tend to get to the cool down and we go, oh, I'm so tired. No, we still need to be active in our bodies, in our minds. Here we are. From here, I'm gonna push back. Oh, look at this bird dog pose. I told you, I love it. So we're here, all the way back onto those hips. So I'm in that child's pose, stretching out my glutes. Now, again, being active in the body. I want your hips to be pushing back towards that wall, and I want your arms to continue reaching long, so I'm feeling stretch. I'm not just here hanging out. I am elongating that whole body. Reaching, I feel it in my lats. I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna roll onto my toes or jump onto those toes into a ball pose. I'm gonna raise my hips up, dropping my head down, continuing to breathe. Check out my knee. I'm not locked. I'm not locked right here. I'm nice and soft knee. Now, as I roll up, I'm gonna roll up nice and slow, vertebrae from vertebrae, stacking it up. Here we go, nice deep breath up and down. Last one, up, down. I hope you enjoyed our core blast today. My name is Sam. I'll see you next time.